Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Slaying 101 here on Game Nights. I'm your host and your keeper of monsters, and your very tired friend, Savvy. And we're here to play Monster of the Week. If you are with us live out there in chat, hi, hello. You just watched our promo video highlighting all of the shows that we have here on the channel. You can check out our schedule if you're here with us live down below our faces. It's also on our Twitter. It's also in our Discord, and I'm sure it's other places too. But welcome. We're happy to be here. I don't think I have any announcements. I didn't check before we started, but I think this week is normal. Our next live stream after this will be Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have a new episode of Tabletop Tuesdays. I don't know what we're playing because I generally don't know what day it is, and my schedule is completely thrown off from the last week. But it'll either be Masks or Land of Meme. So you can come hang out with us then, and then we'll have our regularly scheduled stuff throughout the week. Elegant Magics and Neon Souls and all of that good stuff. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else important to say. I'm gonna let these people around me introduce themselves and tell you who they are and who they're gonna be playing today. Starting with Rob.
Hello, I just got back from wrestling my microphone because I don't really know.
Your arms tired?
Yeah, you know what's funny is I was gonna make a joke about flying in from England and my arms are tired, and then I forgot to make the joke and then accidentally rolled over my microphone with my chair because I don't have any spatial awareness. Where am I? What am I doing? Where are we doing? Hi, I'm Rob. I'm bonus stage Rob or bonus underscore stage underscore Rob. When I'm not rambling, I'm playing Professor Jeffrey Hinks, the action scientist. It's a lie. He's probably going to ramble too about some science or some nonsense. But yeah, hello, hi. That's me. That's all I got going on.
It's me. Hi, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. Like Savvy said, it is Elegant Magics Week. Woohoo! You can catch us at 8 o'clock Eastern here on Game Nights this Thursday. Lots happened. Yes. Alliances were struck. We may be going to the Fey Courts for a big party. Yeah, maybe we'll actually get in and figure out who or what is running the Arcanum Populi. Don't know. Come check that out on Thursday. But right now, I am playing Miss Isabel Winton. She is the Mundane.
Hello, everybody. I'm LB or LB Hack'em Up on the Twitters and the Twitches. You can find me on my Twitter doing a lot of things. Check the pinned tweet that should be updated. But soon on my channel, I'm going to be starting a D&D stream on Sunday nights with the fabulous Savannah as one of my dear players. But tonight I will be, I'll say when that's going to be. It's going to be the first Sunday in March at 8:30 on my channel. So after this, take a break, eat dinner, and hop on with us. But tonight I'm playing Victoria, the Spooky.
And hello, I'm Val, the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I stream exclusively here on GGK. You can find me whenever we're going live, either playing or running a game. I don't really have anything new coming up this week to promote. So yeah, just same old this week. We had a wild episode of Star Power last night. You should check out on YouTube. People got murdered and kidnapped, and it was all sorts of anime drama. So check that out. And tonight, I'm playing maybe Hector, the Divine.
I still have emotional whiplash from yesterday.
Me
It's
too.
a lot. Well, all right. That's our cast of characters. You ready to play a game? All right. last time on Slaying 101, a lot of shit happened. I'll say. Finished up one mystery, excuse me, dealt with the Mothman, or should I say became friends with the Mothmans, and tried their best. The hunters tried their best, and I would say succeeded in keeping them safe and allowing them to remain in their home, at least for the time being, in the Cedar Grove National Forest, and dealt with the most terrible Randall Schroeder. And everything was okay and no one died. Pretty good. After that, began a new mystery. Isabel seeing a news report of a essentially mass disappearance from Cedar Grove. 14 people going missing overnight while the hunters were in the forest with little to no cell phone signal until it was important to the plot. And at the same time, saw a report soon after of strange pieces of gold thread that had been found hanging from cedar trees and bike racks and around street signs and all kinds of things. They started trying to put everything together. Hector finally met Belial, which was a highlight of my week, and then attempted to check one of his past lives, perhaps for information. It went poorly, as it always does. And for the time being, Hector was possessed by the spirit or the memory of an ancestor, Phobos, looking for his brother Demos. Other stuff happened, but that's the important stuff. So we are going to pick up where we left off. Professor Hinks, you, after having sworn yourself into the service of Phobos, convinced him to come back to your workspace, and while looking at the photos of all of the missing people, Hector/Phobos recognized the features of one of them as looking very much like Demos, but a woman, sort of olive skin, a little tanned, prominent nose, long brown hair. And we'll start there. See where the night takes us.
I'm
Rob,
really
we
having to
can't
get
hear you.
back into this character.
Can I hear you?
Retro. Am I
All
there?
that mic wrestling.
The two of you were doing something else, and I'm desperately trying to remember what it was.
She was there because she had to get him
Oh, right.
colas and stuff. Yeah.
Victoria came back.
Is this okay? Is
Yes.
this
Yes.
too loud?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Okay, it's not picking up voice mod, but that's probably because I unplugged and replugged different mics. Okay.
I can
Hello.
hear you now. Yeah. Okay. So we'll pick back up. What do you like to do with this information?
So is Victoria still with me?
Mhm.
I forget where we left off on that, but so I think Hanks will. Oh wait, so I'm doing something else, and he picked up my phone. What am I doing?
You were using Google Maps.
I was Googleizing. Okay,
You were,
cool.
yeah, you were
You
fake.
Googleizing.
You were fake looking for
Oh yeah,
Feels
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Demos.
So yeah, so I guess he says that out loud, that there's Phobos on here, right?
I think you said something.
Probably. I don't
I-
think Phobos
yeah.
is subtle.
No, I think I remember.
I'm
I
sure
think
you
I remember
yelled.
leaving off, just going like yelling Demos or something.
Mm.
That's
So in that case, Hinks would just sort of look up, see that he was looking at the phone, and kind of just trying to stay cool, poke his way over and look at what he's looking at. And I imagine you're zoomed in on this person. And he would just sort of shoot a look to Victoria and like kind of nod over.
Is that your sister? Sibling?
Demos, is that you? Can you hear me?
Honey,
It's just an image.
An image.
Yes.
like a painting.
This is far too realistic to be. Are they trapped inside of this device?
No.
Frozen
No.
by some
It's,
sort of dark magics. Should I smash it?
No.
No!
I'd rather you didn't. No, it's a scrying tool, similar to what I'm doing here on the computer screen.
Where are they? This is Demos, my brother.
Well, it appears that Demos is one of the 14 that went missing recently, so I imagine that's a good place to start.
Missing.
Investigate what happened.
Who could have taken Demos? He is far too strong to be captured by any mortal kind. Perhaps it's the work of the gods.
Perhaps Demos doesn't know they're Demos.
So has befallen some sort of enchantment.
Maybe.
Yes.
Well, we need to find them at once.
That
Where
was
was-
an excellent idea.
Where is the source of this image?
In the park.
Which park?
I can take you there. If
Good.
you
Take me there at
prom-
once.
Okay. Right. But you need to promise that you're not gonna like draw a sword on someone. They are
Why would I
mutable,
make
but
any
they-
promises to you? You have sworn yourself to me. Do as I command.
I did not swear myself to you.
Then I will strike you down for your disobedience. Takes their spear.
I'm
I'm gonna say at this
gonna
point-
hit him with the lightning gun.
Okay. No, this is better than what I was gonna say. Please roll to kick some ass.
Ooh. I have something for this now.
Smash cut to Isabel just like jamming out in her car on the way to work.
On
Like,
the way to work.
get out of my dreams.
Yes.
My car.
Two-fisted science. I roll with sharp instead of tough now.
Nice.
If it ever. Okay. Mixed success.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that you do less harm.
Yeah, I was attempting to stun, like, if knocking out is an option, I don't know if I did enough to do that, but that was the intention.
You did not do enough to completely knock him out. But Phobter, Hector, you feel a jolt, kind of a shock as the gun hits you, and it is enough to stop you for a second in place and to bring Hector back to
Oh,
the
thank God.
forefront. I'll say. So you stand there sort of stunned for a second and you blink and Hector, you're Hector again.
Victoria reaches a hand out as if she's going to melt his brain. Oh,
What? Where am I?
Hector?
What happened?
Oh, thank God.
Oh. Well,
How did I get
apparently you did
here?
Apparently you did something, and Phoebus, what was his name?
Yeah, phobia.
Phoebus was
She's not even there.
took over your body. It's all right. It was the fates. So you've been running around with this god's complex on you, and it threatened to kill me. So, like, normal day.
Do I remember the vision that I had before I
Yeah.
was possessed? Okay.
Yeah.
I was standing on a battlefield. There was an army. There was... Oh. Phobos. Right. Why do I have a spear?
Because he took over your body. For like 30 minutes or something.
I didn't kill anyone, did I?
No. You're
you-
welcome.
Good.
You did
I'm
offer some very interesting information, though. I'm unsure how your past lives function, but it appears that one of the 14 may be a reincarnation of Demos.
Huh.
Perhaps we're looking for somebody with a score to settle with a god.
Perhaps.
Or it was just an accident.
Be a strange coincidence. However, stranger things have happened.
I have a question. Why is him having past lives and stuff, that's something you're totally just able to, like, agree with and think that's real, but, like, me being able to manipulate with magic is not?
No, I never said it was fake. The only thing that we have encountered that is not as it seems is the Mothman incident.
Which I agree
Mothman.
with, so it's fun.
Yes. All magic is just science that we haven't explained yet.
Okay. So, one, my bad. I thought that I might have... I won't do that again today. Two, if one of the people captured is a relative of mine, we should probably hurry. Because if they're not a Nephilim, like I am, and there may still be some relation to my people and my history and the gods and creatures involved as such, could get very bad, very messy.
Yeah. Do you have a suggestion as to how we do that?
No idea.
Right.
Figured
okay.
magic something
Mm.
usually works.
Y'all are so reliant on this magic that I'm not the best at. You didn't ask the right person. Okay. I can.
What have I been
contact
drinking?
Soda. Lots of soda.
There goes cheat day.
Do you actually need to, like, work out to keep in shape, or isn't that like a inherited thing?
Well, my strength is, but if I just eat whatever I want without working out, then I mean, I don't want to put on weight. I have to keep my BMI at a healthy level, avoid heart disease, and set a good example for the team.
Good. Right.
Immortality is no reason not to live a healthy life.
Nah, I completely agree. Only bad thing I put in my body is Red Bull, and that's because I have to function.
Shouldn't drink that. That's very bad for you.
Yes, well, I also only sleep like 1 to 2 hours a night, so
That's also very bad for you. Should sleep at least 8 hours.
I would love to, but I can't.
Yes, if we're done with the proverbial pissing contest of personal health habits, shall we? And Hank's totally fed up with having been a god's bitch for like 30 minutes. Is out. Presumably to the scene of the disappearances.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Yeah, what was the plan before we got derailed by this Hector thing last time? What was our plan? What were we doing?
The ladies were supposed
no
to go to the university to do some research and talk to the professor that works with literature and mythology, and then the other two were going to go to the scene and check out the thread stuff.
Okay. Then I will blink back to Isabel.
Victoria appears in your car.
She was in the middle of, damn, wish I was. Whoa,
Huh?
do not. Could you at least text before you do that? Oh my
Well,
goodness.
you shouldn't be texting and driving, but also
I
don't
am
think I've
not
ever
as
done
young as I used to be, young lady. You're gonna give me a heart attack.
My
Oh.
apologies. I've never done that into a moving vehicle before. I'm glad I didn't end up in a wall.
I'm rather glad the car didn't end up in a wall. Goodness. Oh, well,
Hector's back to normal, by the way.
was something wrong with him?
Yeah, remember he got taken over by I don't
remember
exactly
anything.
know.
I just went to work.
Right. Well, that Hanks texted, that's why I left. Remember? You're not
Oh.
that old.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm a little frazzled.
To the school?
Yes. We'll go speak with Dr. Josephson and see what she might have to say.
Her last name is Josephson.
Yes, Mira Josephson.
I don't think I've ever taken one of her classes, is all.
Well, she's the professor of literature and knows a great deal about mythology.
Alright.
I'm just making her up. I hope that's fine.
That's fine. You know I didn't name her. Okay, so the two of you drive to the university to have a meeting with this mythology professor, while Hanks and Hector are going to head downtown to where all of this golden thread stuff is happening. Yes.
There is just a moment where we walk around the corner and stuff, and Hector sees the door for the first time and just looks back to Hanks and said, "Was that?"
Yes, I think we should probably fix this before we depart.
I agree. Hector will go and pick the door up out on the lawn, bring it back to the frame, and try to help Hanks the best as possible.
Can we please say that the woman he terrified walking her dog walks back?
Just, good morning.
I don't.
She walks faster.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
let's just
great.
get on with this.
That's my last
Alright.
diversion. I just
You...
need to do
No,
that.
you're fine. You set about fixing the door before you head downtown. So Isabel and Victoria make it to the university to you head into the office of Professor Josephson. She is there, sitting behind her desk, doing some work. Who knows?
Knock, knock.
Come in,
Hi, Mira. How are you?
Isabel.
Don't want to take up too much of your time. I had a question for you.
All right.
Has to do with a little bit of Greek mythology, of all things I know. I'm thinking of incorporating a little something more allegorically in one of my books. And I just wanted to make sure that I had the story straight. I was interested more in the story of well, the Minotaur and Theseus and Adne. Um, so when the sacrificial ladies and gents were sort of kidnapped to be sacrificed, how many of those were there again?
Well, I mean, there's several different versions of the story. The one that gets told the most is the 7, 7, and 7 years. So 14 every 7 years.
Right. I'm just gonna write that down. Got
Sure.
that.
I have a couple of books on the subject if you want to borrow them.
That would be fantastic. 7, 7, and 7. 7, 7. That's what my daddy used to drink. All right. Well, so that happened for many cycles, if you will, then, right? Until Theseus, if my memory serves me, volunteered himself. Is that right? And went in to save the rest of them?
That's right.
All right. And he managed it with a little ball of thread that helped him lead his way around the labyrinth, right?
That's right. It's Ariadne's string. The golden thread.
The golden thread. Right. She just sort of looks meaningfully over at Victoria. Like, where exactly did she get that golden thread? I don't remember that one specifically.
Well, that one's harder to say. As with a lot of history, the story tends to just follow the man. So we don't get a
course.
whole lot of background on her. I mean, Ariadne was the daughter of the king of Crete, Minos. So, I mean, it's possible she had a maid. It's possible it was an artifact of some kind that maybe her father had that she took. Maybe had it enchanted.
Right.
Lots of sort of old magic and sorcery type stuff in those stories.
Of course. Do they know what happened to the thread afterwards?
No. I mean, well, you know how the story ends. He ends up leaving her on the island of Dionysus. And
Yes.
I assume if they were to have taken it with them, it probably would have stayed with her, or it stayed in the labyrinth.
Wait, he left her on an island? He went through all that trouble? And
honey, believe you me, it is quite the story, and just goes to show, don't you give up your dreams for any man.
They stopped to sleep on an island, and Theseus was given a vision by, I want to say Athena. There's a couple of different versions that the island actually belonged to Dionysus, and they were going to have to leave her as a tribute of sorts. So he left her.
what an asshole!
Well, if it's any
Out of the
consolation,
fireplace into the frying pan.
no, if it's any consolation at the end of the story, Theseus forgot to put up the white sails instead of the black ones. When they were sailing back, they said, if we sail back with black sails, it means Theseus has died. If we sail back with white sails, it means he was successful. He was so distraught over this, he forgot to put up the black sails, and so he sailed back, and his father killed himself.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite the story.
Not a lot of happy endings in Greek mythology.
Rarely.
I'm finding. If you know what, so Theseus used the string to get through the labyrinth. What if you had to guess, what could kill a minotaur?
Well, Minotaur is half man, half bull, so I assume anything that could kill either of those.
It's not like magical in any way. It's just like a
I mean-
centaur, but with a bull.
I mean, potentially.
2 legs instead of 4. Upright.
And this is for a book you're writing?
Yes, yeah. Well, you know my little sideline projects. So I'm just kind of taking things in a new direction. If I end up using it, of course, I will give you full rights and privileges. We'll discuss. I'll bring something around.
Sure.
Just sort of spitballing at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible that it would have been considered a magical creature.
Are they intelligent, or was it intelligent?
Intelligent enough. I mean, was part human, but had the sort of feral instincts of the bull. And I mean, you get locked up in a maze long enough, anybody would go a little feral.
Don't even let her tell you the story of how the Minotaur came to be. That one's a doozy.
Would have to do with Aphrodite, like Medusa.
More like some gods not being able to keep it in their pants and some bestiality thrown in there at the same time. Woo! Anyway.
It's not pleasant.
Gross.
Well, Victoria, this is Victoria, by the way. She's one of my consultants. So sorry. my mind escapes me. Do you have any other questions you think we might need for the brainstorming?
Right. The only thing I can think of is how long did the people usually survive before they started getting picked off?
Oh, that's hard to say. There's a couple of different versions of that as well. In the more popular ones, they would sort of keep them all locked up. They'd send them all at once, take them down to the labyrinth, keep them locked up, and send them out one by one to be devoured by the Minotaur. I mean, in other versions, they just kind of threw them all in there, and they survived as long as they could.
That's like the Maze Runner. Wait, is this just the Maze Runner?
Maze Runner's another allegory got done. Yeah.
All right. The
We're not
movie
going to
was
do a
good.
Maze Runner, though. Believe me, we're not going to do a Maze Runner.
Why not?
It's not really my demographic.
Oh, well. Hot dudes running around. Anyways, no, now I don't have anything else.
Well, it was lovely. I would love to borrow those books if you don't mind. And yes, if anything comes from this little brainstorming session, I'll throw over one of my consultancy contracts and make sure that you are properly compensated for your time.
All right. Yeah. Just let me know. She goes to the shelf and pulls out a couple of books on specifically on this period of Greek mythology. Hands them to you.
Thank you ever so much, darling. Well, we won't take up too much more of your time. Victoria, come along and thank you so much. Have a good day. And are you still working on that speaking engagement? You let me know if you need anyone to look over anything for you. All right?
I will.
Okay. Ta-ta, darling.
Bye, ma'am.
And you leave, shutting the door behind you.
Well, we have to act fast, don't we?
Apparently. First of all, we have to find the maze.
Well, hopefully the gentleman will have a little bit more information at the Thread Central downtown.
Do you want to grab a coffee?
I feel like we really should.
Yeah, I think we earned it. Maybe a
Yes,
latte.
I would say so. Yeah.
All right.
A macchiato sounds good.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. They get coffee.
All right. And you go and get coffee. Hinks and Hector, you head downtown. And you see very easily what was described on the news. There are people sort of out and about going about their daily business. Nothing really seems to have changed except for the thread that is hanging in a lot of places. It looks like maybe some of it has been removed, but there's still a lot of it sort of strung up in some of the trees, wrapped around the legs of benches, bike racks, that kind of thing.
Is it all connected? Like, does it look like it's one solid piece, or like they're like pieces of it hanging in different areas?
It's in pieces, yeah.
Huh.
This hardly looks any different than the night before Halloween.
I agree. I was going to say Mardi Gras, but Halloween works too. Do you think you could do anything with the thread and, I don't know, science stuff to figure out where it came from?
Science stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't know, then the CSI shows, like, isolating the isotope and something like that.
You're certainly saying a lot of words that sound scientific.
Well, I don't
You
know.
really want me
It's
to,
not
right?
really my area. That's yours. So just, I don't know. What do you need me to do?
I have half a mind to ask you to continue trying to explain what I should do. I suppose I could analyze it. I don't see turning up anything other than they sell this at Joanne's Fabrics, but I can give it a shot. Yeah, I guess. Trying to think like what I would do. Maybe isolate some isotopes here. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's like I'm trying to think of the what's it called? A gas chromatograph.
That is certainly a word
Yeah.
that you've said.
It's like you throw something in, I think, and you can like analyze the parts of it. I don't know. Like
Sure.
they use them in CSI shit and old
A
crime
mass
fixes.
spectrometer.
A mass spectrometer.
Maybe.
These are all things that
These are all
they,
science.
They
things.
are certainly things.
Are,
You-
are
yeah.
you, a
You can
mass
do
spec-
that. You can do that.
Yeah. They do the same thing. They actually, one of the searches was like that versus gas chromatography. But essentially, yeah, like
Ooh.
crime scene analysis tech that would break something down, and if there's like unknown like elements in it or something other than just literally thread.
Sure. You can't do that on the scene, but you
Yeah,
probably
no,
have
I
something
for sure
like that.
do not have that in my pocket.
Just
That would
carrying
be,
around a mass spectrometer.
I would probably have one of those in my lab.
Yeah.
Just breaking down shit,
That seems right.
sciencing.
Okay.
Which yeah, I would collect samples of the string and also I guess do a cursory hinkometer reading. See if I pick up any. Where are we at now in our Pokedex? Demons, Fey Folk, Nephilim, and Demonic Spirit. Or something new. An unknown Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah, you'd use your demon EMF reader,
Hinkometer.
your hinkometer.
Yeah, thank you.
Run it over some of the
Patent pending.
thread.
Pendant.
You do get a very faint reading that is similar to Hector.
Hint of Nephilim. Interesting. Well, assuming... Oh, I guess... I don't know that I would know this. Oh, wait. I'm... Hector. Why don't I
Yes.
just ask the person I'm postulating a theory about? Are your past lives restricted to... Like, are each of your past lives Nephilim?
That's a good question. My answer, my instinct was yes, but I don't know if that's the case. Keeper.
Not
Like,
necessarily.
Are the... Okay, so the past life thing isn't necessarily a Nephilim thing?
So the past lives is just
Well, yeah, mechanically it's part of the game,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
it's just a move that you...
that's Hector's
It's one of
limited
the
amount of magic.
it's one of the weird
to-
moves. It's not tied to
Gotcha.
to a
Okay.
playbook.
Hector, I flavored it as Hector using the minimal amount of magic that he's able to control to tap into his like genealogy.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but yeah, I guess all the lives I was gonna. So as was Savannah was saying, is that he can access and try to access memories from relatives, direct relatives of his, but it would have to be. Not all of them would be Nephilim. Some could be from his like
Gotcha.
his father's like human side too.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. You're half.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my thought process is, if this missing person is really a reincarnation of Demos, perhaps they too are a Nephilim, because I am getting faint readings that are similar, not quite identical to yours. Or it could just be the being
Responsible for
orchestrating.
this.
Yes.
Right. It's still it's either a great coincidence that they have captured a relative of mine, or they are specifically hunting for such. Which means, if we go with the latter, they might come looking for me too.
Well, the last time we used you as bait, you got possessed. So,
Right, don't want to do that again.
not totally into that idea.
Is there any way you can, I don't know, track where they went?
I can give it a shot. I'd like to analyze this, but maybe while that's running, we could try that.
I'd also like to figure out the thread that's being left, if there's any sort of pattern to it. I'm not really understanding the connection yet of why they would have left this all around town. So, and how it's connected to the kidnappings.
A calling card could be a ritualistic thing.
Perhaps.
I'm not sure.
What I'll do, you're going to need to go back to your lab, correct? For your science stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to treat it as I'll have that running whilst I try to do weird science to maybe track where this whatever we're dealing with went.
So what I was thinking actually for we could probably collaborate on this is that because Hector can like teleport over the place and move a lot quicker around town, is maybe if Hanks will trust Hector enough to like to hold the device that they're scanning and see if we can get like better signals from, is that Hector is going to move around town and try to like, maybe we have a map that Hanks is working off of, and we'll like mark on that map like where we're seeing the string, where we're getting signals, and can kind of use that to come up, see if there's any sort of pattern to where we're reading all of this.
Savvy. So this string is not it's just sort of like willy-nilly all over this place. Like
Mhm.
I'm literally picturing like a tree full of toilet paper, but this golden string.
Yeah.
It's just kind of across phone lines and whatnot. Is there like a coherent trail of it, or has it just potentially popped up in different places linked to these disappearances?
It doesn't look like it's in any sort of like discernible pattern.
Uh-huh.
There's just kind of like pieces around the area.
Yeah. What I was thinking is that, like, there has to be, like, if we can map out all the locations that's at and see, like, how far out it goes,
Yeah.
like, if it forms, like, a circle, like, if there's, like, a center point to where, because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about- like,
okay. I
there
see
has
what
to be, like, a maximum place that it has gone out
right,
to.
like a radius of
Yeah.
where this event has happened.
Yeah.
So I mean, all my little device thing is it's. I mean, let me just pick up the microphone that's not working right now. It's pretty much this size. Like it's like you could hold like Rick's portal gun from Rick and Morty. You could pretty much hold it like that and just kind of point it at things, scan whatever.
So if Hector
you
were
hopped around to all of these different places that this happened at, and I hop back on. I guess this is just the Google Maps mystery for me. If I essentially create a map of where these things are and use my sciencey brain to analyze, either it's how long ago did these happen? / did they all happen at the same time?
They were all reported within the last 24 hours.
so everyone went missing around the same time.
So it's not, as far as we know, it's not still happening. It was like a one event.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say we could use it to try and predict where it might happen again, but no,
Yeah.
I think you're right, Val. I think that's how we
Yeah.
should do it.
And maybe from like the strength of the signal that's
Yeah.
being picked up, we can get an idea of like if there was some sort of timeline to it, or if everyone was like
true, maybe the
instantaneous.
energy's fading or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd
Well-
like to think that. What?
I was just gonna, and yeah, whether they would like, whether it was like instantaneously taken, or if it was somebody who over the course of like 3 hours last night ran around town
Yeah.
kidnapping people.
I think what I'll ask you to look for is all these points, like give me references for where they are, and I'd like to think that this device has like some sort of unit of measurement for how many hinks of
How
Nephilim
hinky is it?
energy. How many hinks of Nephilim energy? We've got 75 hinks on Main Street, but 140 in the department store.
I also have to say that I love the way that you and I are working this out, because this is all in Hinks's head, because Hector is contributing nothing to this plan other than actually doing the thing.
Hector's watching football in his brain.
In reality, Hanks has the brain power of, I don't know, 5 different people. So I think it takes more than just me to come up with shit. That's the worst part about playing a character smarter than you. I have to make this sound good.
You're doing
That's
a
not
great
gonna
job,
sound
buddy.
good. Thanks. So yeah, Hanks will ask Hector to visit each of these locations, give him coordinates, etc., level of energy reading, pretty much, and we'll see if we can figure out if these all happen at the same time, if there's a pattern as far as locations related to this, and potentially if number 14 is like super powerful levels of energy, like, ooh, maybe that's just the most recent one and it might happen again. And if that's the case, potentially predict where it might happen.
Yeah. Or even just like figuring out who it was that disappeared from that spot.
Or that, yeah.
And like
Yeah.
be able to locate them easier. So we have a plan. Savannah, how do we do this?
Help!
I'm just like shocked that you sat here and came up with a plan.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I hope
this
that was
is new.
entertaining for the folks at home. I'm sorry. We got like we metagame the fuck out of that.
I was like on the edge of my seat the whole time going, oh my God, they're doing it.
It's like
doing-
watching
It's
your
been
kid
2
ride a
years,
bike
they're doing
for
it.
the
Oh
first
my
time.
God.
You're doing it, Peter.
My baby birds can leave the nest. They're flying. They made a plan. Yeah, you can do this thing. It is not, I mean, it'll go down how you describe it. Hector, you can take the device, go around to the different sort of areas where the thread is, and assuming Hinks showed you what button to press, push the button and get a reading and maybe a cookie.
It
Press
does
button,
not
get a
currently
cookie.
Dispense cookies, but that's not entirely out of the question, and I take suggestions.
Okay, so you, yeah, I don't see any reason to make you roll for this plan. Because it makes sense, and it would work, and I don't think Hector can fuck this up.
Well, you say that.
I do say
Challenge
that.
accepted.
Well,
3 smash devices later.
Please no. I love my hankometer.
no, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You'll get there eventually. It's Hector. You just have to find the thread and point the thing at it, and then tell Hinks a number. I feel like you can do that. So yeah, you go around downtown. It is all sort of contained to this this downtown area. You follow it, get some different readings. The readings are different. They all have some level of this energy, some more than others. Some of them barely giving off anything at all, but it is giving off something. All of this sort of the same reading as the Nephilim readings that you would get from Hector. You take a while, you do this, you give Hinks the locations of all these places. Hinks, you drop some pins on the map, and yeah, you've done it. Good job.
Is there any discernible pattern?
Or is like having the information something that we can now roll to like investigate a mystery off of? To
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, go ahead and roll to investigate a mystery.
Oh boy.
God, I feel so accomplished right now, like we
Look
did
at us.
something.
You should. You all should. You've
Abby is
asked.
screaming somewhere.
You've asked questions. You've gone and consulted an expert. You've made a
We did-
plan and executed it.
Yeah,
I don't. Who are you people?
we're investigating instead of just going to the computer and being like, "Tell me everything about this monster."
I'm so proud right now.
That's a 9.
That's a name. Okay, so you would get
Can I help?
1 question, or can you help?
Yeah, can I try to bump that up to
Oh
a
yeah,
10?
I mean,
Sure.
He is helping.
You
Yeah,
are
that was-
the literal definition of help right now.
What a helpy guy. Good old Hector.
Hector the helper. Yeah, roll plus cool to try.
Oh my
Third-
god, he's so cool.
Damn,
10.
Hector.
Jesus.
Double 6s all the way.
Double
across the sky.
6s. I don't have this advanced, but
Okay.
Can you advance help? Oh yeah, I guess you
yeah,
can.
you can advance any of
help
the
or
basic
interfere.
moves.
Yeah.
On a 12 plus, if for the advanced part, you make the difference. If you're helping, the person acts as if they rolled a 12, regardless of what they rolled.
Ooh.
So
that's
if you,
delicious.
yeah, it's worth
If
it.
you
try
were
to
like
help.
trying to bump it up from a failure to like a mixed success, it's like,
Yeah.
nah, you just succeed.
If they
fam."
roll a 12 plus, then it
Look at
just
that.
bumps it up completely. All
That's
right, so
awesome.
you add a +1.
Okay.
So that is a 10 for the professor. So you'd get
Okay.
2 general questions or 1 specific one. The list is there for reference, or you can ask me for some other piece of information.
Yeah, so I guess with what?
Hi, Raiders.
Oh, hello, Raiders. Welcome. What is being concealed here?
Okay. You look at the map.
Mhm.
At first it doesn't look like any sort of discernible pattern. It's not like a circle. It's not sort of it doesn't really have like a, I mean, there's a radius, there's a point where it stops, but it's not like equal on all sides or anything like that. You look at it and you turn it, and you start to recognize the shape. What essentially you're looking at is a center point with 2 or 3 points sort of clustered together, and then 4 like longer, if you were to draw lines in between all the points, 4 points that are farther out, so you would end up with like 2 long lines on the top, 2 long lines at the bottom. It is when it clicks into place for you, it's a constellation.
Oh,
Taurus.
it's a pretty cool
Son of a
constellation.
bitch.
The meta pigeon tells me that we were talking about the Minotaur story before. Ooh. Isabel's onto something, huh? My second
Isabel.
question
Mhm.
is, can I? No, I guess that would be a specific question. I guess my question would be like, what's it going to do? Oh, that is one of them. Well, what was it going to do is one of them. I don't know. That's up to you if you'll allow me to try and make a prediction here.
Like, what's it gonna do next?
Yeah, like what's its next move? In theory, I'm still stuck on the fact that this isn't over. Oh no, I guess if it makes a complete constellation, it would be over. Okay, never mind. Scratch that from the record. What sort of creature is it? I guess.
I mean, I feel like you can make an assumption. That's
I
complicated
can
'cause-
having knowledge of what
so
Isabel
you
knows.
yeah,
but
you
I don't know.
you know what Isabel said before about the thread in the story of Theseus, and this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
constellation.
She did explain that to us.
She mentioned it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember her distinctly asking Hector if he knew what she was talking about.
It's all coming together now.
Hector
Yeah,
being like,
okay.
"Oh, I don't really like that story."
I have post-flight brain right now. It's
No, you're
not
fine.
quite there yet.
So yeah, I mean, you have the little that Isabel said. Obviously, she's gone and done more research into this.
Right.
But she mentioned the Ariadne's thread. She mentioned Theseus, and the constellation is a bull.
Okay.
So whatever assumption I think Hinks would draw from that.
It's a bulldog. I knew it. Sentient bulldogs.
I'm sorry, you said bulldog?
Where did it go? Where did it take these people?
Hard to say. In the background, you are running the tests on this string that you've taken back to the lab, sort of separating out the different elements of it. One of the elements is obviously just some sort of like fiber that makes up the string, but there's something that you can't identify. You look into it a little bit more, and you recognize sort of like bits and pieces of this. Like, how much would Hinks know about teleportation?
It's one of like the consistently worked on experiments that that he's trying to develop. So he's definitely studied. I don't think he's effectively built a teleporter.
But he's tried.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, one of the... Oh, yeah, wait. I was literally doing that with the ectoplasm. I was trying to, like, do something with an apple or something, right?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. So he
You
knows a thing or
disappeared. You
two.
disappeared a coffee cup, and it didn't come back.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. That you get some readings off of whatever this like energy reading is that's coming off of the thread, and it is, while different from it, but has some similarities formulaically to some of your experiments with teleportation.
Hmm. They've been teleported to somewhere. Potentially a different plane. Not unlike... No. He looks wistfully at a picture of Bigfoot on the wall. Not this time. I doubt
right.
we're going to find them around here.
Why do you say that?
Well, I'm detecting signatures conducive with teleportation, and considering we are dealing with something at least linked tangentially to what your kind are,
Right.
they may have traveled to the gods plane. I'm blanking on like the word I'm trying to use here. Wherever the gods are.
Mount Olympus.
God Disney World. Yeah,
Godtop-
Mount Olympus.
Godtopia.
Godtopia.
Right. We just call it Disneyland. That was a joke.
I really wanted it to be true. That Disneyland is just a front for Mount Olympus. The most magical
No,
place
it's
on earth, baby.
It's Epcot. We
Next mystery Epcot is
What's really in the Epcot ball? GGK will answer this and more on Slang 101.
I just want to sing the Law and Order theme now. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, it's one of those days, isn't
I'm
it?
in
It
a
is one
weird
of those
mood today.
days.
So am I. Okay, so yeah, you can do with this information what you will. So you have the information from the thread, the location, information, and all that stuff. You also have obviously the photos and the names of all of the missing people.
Mhm.
One of which you have specifically honed in on.
That's what we got.
So I'm gonna assume at this point, probably Isabel and Victoria have made their way back, so we can get the gang back together. Unless there is somewhere else you wanted to go after you got coffee.
No, just read through the books. Could we look through the books and investigate or something?
Yeah. We'll get the gang back together so everybody returns to Isabel's house. You are flipping through the books that the professor gave you, the other professor. I've already forgotten her. Josephson, Professor
There we go.
Josephson.
I went to school with Akira Josephson.
You named
Hey,
her
Kira.
Mary
How you doing, bro?
Josephson and didn't make her like a theology professor.
I called her Mira Josephson.
thought you said
because I went to
Mary.
school with Akira Josephson, and I thought it was a funny little joke for myself. Teehee.
It is funny. You flip through the books. Go ahead and roll to investigate, please.
All right.
Mary Josephson is a fun joke.
Kira Josephson will apparently be on a new television show of Power Rangers. Dino something. You go, girl.
Good for you.
Good for you, Kira. I really don't know why we're talking about you right now, but it's fine.
I don't know why we're
Um,
doing anything right now.
It's okay. Oh, here we go. That's a 13.
Okay, you get your questions.
Woot!
Whatever you would like them to be.
Since we didn't really get a good vibe, well, let's just hit what hasn't been figured out yet. I guess what's being concealed here? Did we do that one?
For the like the thread and the location specifically, but you can ask the same question of a different thing since you're flipping through the books.
Yeah, I guess like what's being considered, like I guess what the purpose is of this. Like it was to pay homage back in the day, but like what's going on here right now?
Okay. Yeah, you flip through. A lot of it is familiar. There are like the professor was saying, sort of different versions of the myth that have been collected in one of these books. By far the most prominent one is everything with the bull, obviously, and Minos' wife Pasiphae. The story goes essentially that one of Minos' sons was killed for some reason by the Athenians, and so to avenge his death, Minos demanded 7 Athenian youths and 7 maidens be sent every 7th year to be devoured by the Minotauros. And then eventually Theseus said, "Now we're not going to do this anymore." And with Ariadne's help, killed the Minotaur, got everyone out, following the thread back to the beginning of the labyrinth, and so on and so forth. The rest of the story. You find in towards the back of the book there is sort of a breakdown of the different interpretations of Ariadne's string, the different ways that it could have come about. Like the professor was saying, could have been enchanted by a sorcerer, could have been an ancient artifact, could have just been string. But you find mention of another artifact that is much lesser known, and only shows up in one of the myths, in which the Theseus did not fight the Minotaur to slay it. He had an artifact that calmed the Minotaur when it was in its presence, and so he was able to calm it and then kill it. It's called the Amulet of Pasiphae. This is not a widely accepted story, according to the book.
Interesting.
What? Victoria's scrolling on her phone.
Of course. Well, this says here that he didn't just go in and kill the thing. He had a little necklace called the Amulet of Pasiphae. Guess it calmed it down, and then he was able to kill it from there.
Interesting. You know, in Percy Jackson, they said that monsters come back after a while. So if he did kill it, then perhaps the monster just came back.
See, this is why I don't write YA novels. All right, well, I mean, we could look into something like this. Do you know anyone that's I don't know, privy to powerful magical artifacts? It may be Wynn's people, right? He's in some
That's
sort of
what I
order.
was-
Yeah, with
that's
Haley,
what I
yes, the order.
All right, let me call Damien.
Right.
I'd like to call Damien, please.
Wow, he hasn't been around for a while. You call Davian.
He's on a cruise.
I don't know where he's been. Did working probably. He answers the phone after a couple of rings. Hello?
Oh, hey, it's Victoria, Wynn's girlfriend.
Hi, Victoria. Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking into the disappearances that are happening, and we're looking for something called the Amulet of Pacify? Do you know what that is?
Pacify.
Pacify. Do you know where that is? What we could find it?
Oh,
Greek thing?
Right. That name sounds familiar. Right. Theseus. Wait.
Yeah, with the Minotaur.
I'm sorry. Can I have a little more context
Oh, right.
for what's happening?
Yeah. There's seven men and 7 women that gone missing overnight. There's a bunch of string around town. We are looking to see. We think it's a Minotaur that took it. In the Theseus novel, the Minotaur might have been calmed down by this amulet that Theseus used.
There's a long pause. Minotaur. Right. I was really enjoying my vacation.
Would you rather me come to you?
No, it's fine. I honestly, Victoria, I'm not even sure the thing actually exists. But I can look.
That'd be great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're probably going to go in the next day or two, so if you can get on that real soon, that'd be great. Thanks. Have a great day and vacation.
Wait, one question, really quick.
Yep.
You haven't seen the djinn lately, have you?
The one that comes over and watches Netflix sometimes?
Yes.
Not since I got back from my trip, no.
All right. No worries then. Thank you.
All right.
I'll call you if I
Okay,
find
bye.
anything.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. He's gonna look, but he says he doesn't know if it exists, so...
Who was that?
One of my contacts, one of my boyfriend's contacts in his order.
Oh, right. What was his name again?
Damien? Not Damien.
Davian with a V.
Davian.
Oh. I'll ask Cody about him. All right. Well, we've got that going at least. I'll hold my other question till it becomes more relevant, if that's okay.
Okay. We still need to know where they're being held.
Well, maybe the professor has a better idea, looking over everything.
All right.
Yoo-hoo, gentlemen!
We're back.
Door, right?
Yes, you fixed the door.
Oh, thank God.
The door
Okay.
is fixed. One of the hinges is a little bent. You got it in there. Isabel, you open your front door and it squeaks a little bit. It's never done that.
So, what do we know?
Well, admittedly, not much, but at the same time, I'm fairly confident we are dealing with a Minotaur.
Good.
I don't, unfortunately, know where these people were taken. There's signatures akin to teleportation, whether that be interplanar or dimensional, I don't know. But it's a start.
Would there be any way for you to, I don't know, take whatever little bits of magic that you picked up and sort of trace them back to the source?
Well, we tried to find locations where this signature was present, Hector went around town and we marked it out, and it ended up being the constellation Taurus. I know, very subtle.
Tauruses.
Fuck you mean Tauruses, bitch?
A Taurus.
Tars?
Taurus.
Pisces.
Pisces.
Virgo. Are we just all doing this?
SpongeBob.
Let's do it.
Taurus.
Drop 'em.
Where was I?
So we
Sorry.
sensed a Nephilim around town.
A Nephilim. Would that
Yeah.
have been?
Similar to a Nephilim.
Hmm. Could that be a? Would the Minotaur be a Nephilim or be similar to one?
Well, if your mother is commonly your mother. No. Well, your mother is in the Greek pantheon, is she not? So
Yes.
presumably beings in Greek mythology and associated with that culture and whatnot may be from the same plane.
Isn't a
Right.
Minotaur a demi? Like, wasn't he a demigod?
Well, there are different stories about that, and not to get grotesque at all. But
And we don't like the G word, just FYI. That's yours, not ours. Just leave the God thing out
God?
of it. It gets very complicated. Yes.
the gold part.
Yes.
Right. Part
All right.
celestial or
Mm-hmm.
Greek
That's what we prefer.
pantheon.
Right. I believe, and if I can go back and reference some, the Minotaur was created because someone got mad at someone else and cursed someone's daughter to fall in love with a bull. And when two people fall in love,
They have sex.
yes,
Huh.
the child of that union was the Minotaur. So I don't necessarily know if there's anything celestial in there.
Well, most of the stories kicked around, they're not always 100% accurate, so there may be some. I'm sure the professor can attest to the science of that being a little.
There might have been one in there. Well, Zeus did like to supposedly turn into every little which what way and try to seduce people, so that also could be a possibility.
More likely. Again,
We met Zeus.
Grandpa has a long history, and no,
So you've met him.
no, not personally. I've just heard about him from my mother.
He's got to be hot, right? I mean, if he's doing it that much.
Well, they don't really have physical forms per se unless they choose to, so I'm sure he could be. Unless you mean hot as in like melt the flesh from your bones if you're exposed to their pure cosmic radiance. That very hot then.
That whole tower with the golden sparkling rain makes a lot more sense now.
Have you seen Raiders?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Thought
Mhm.
this was a Greek thing. Yeah. No, it sounds. Yep. No, that's terrible.
Well, I don't know about any of you, but I feel like I need a shower. Oof. Why don't we keep looking through and figuring out how we can maybe track down where all these people ended up? That seems to be our best bet for the moment.
How much, Keeper, do I need to know about a person to be able to transport to them?
An excellent question. Let me look at the move.
I know it's a person you know well is the language.
Is it?
Yeah, to a person you know well.
So you have to know them pretty well.
Okay. Then never mind.
Yeah, I'll say you have to be. You have to like know them, not like know of them or have seen them. You have to be personally acquainted.
We also haven't really gone the route of figuring out more about these people that we're actually taking. I mean, maybe that might help if there's any sort of connection between any of them. That might help us, right?
Yeah. And hopefully we can get to him pretty quickly. From what we read, from what we found out, they're either all going to be let loose at once, or they're going to be trickling in one at a time.
To be devoured, I believe, with the professor's exact words.
So if we're following the myth,
Mhm.
this creature, if these 14 people are being offered to the Minotaur in a labyrinth to be
Mhm.
hunted, they're going to need a large space for that.
Right.
If they're on, I think we have to assume they're in this plane, or else there's really nothing we can do at this point.
Right. Well, here's the thing to think about. Why were they taken from here? And has this happened before? I mean, every 7 years, right? The pattern should be easy to find.
That's right.
If it's just a random spot around the world, then where was the original labyrinth?
What time of year is it?
Summer.
Oh, so no corn mazes.
It's June.
No.
It'd be really
Is
funny
there-
if the labyrinth was a corn maze.
That would be really funny.
Half of these things happen because somebody brings in a museum exhibit. There's no like Greek museum exposition going on. Like,
That smile. What? Can we
It-
look?
Funny you should ask.
Well, it has been. No, I'm laughing at myself because historically I have said that there's a whole section of the Cedar Grove Museum that's dedicated to Greek stuff.
It's true.
This has happened
God damn it.
before.
I always
didn't even
say
do
that
that one
none
on
of this
purpose.
stuff belongs in a museum. That's like my thing. I say that all the time. That's why I hate
Victoria's going-
raiders.
Victoria's gonna Google if this has happened before 7 years ago somewhere.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to investigate.
All right. Roll plus sharp. Boom.
Ooh!
Y'all.
14.
Damn!
Victoria's Google skills, y'all don't know.
On point!
Victoria's on the dark web.
I learned a lot
Jesus.
from Rex.
What do you want to know?
Oh yeah, need to look at the sheet. Let's see. Da-da-da. Okay, I want to know if this has happened before.
Okay. Yeah, you pull up some stuff, figure out kind of what search terms you need to work with. And yeah, you find going back 7 years ago, and then 14 years ago, and then
Mhm.
21 years ago, and back and back and back. For centuries. You find news reports of groups of people kitten
Chris.
going missing within a very short time frame. And occasionally you do find, especially in the newer ones because they have photos of places, sort of small places in these cities where this golden thread has been left. It seems like going back, it's been taking the time frame over which the people disappear has gotten progressively smaller
Okay.
until today, in which it was about 24 hours. So it's easier to find the ones that are more recent, because it is more like a sort of mass disappearance. But you find some, going back a long time ago, where there would be like a stretch of time, like a couple of weeks, where like 14 people will go missing, which is still odd.
And is it all random places around the world?
Yeah. There's a couple in the United States, but there's a couple in other countries as well, sort of peppered throughout Europe, South America, pretty much all over.
Okay. And do I know, since I apparently get to hold 1,000 things, right? Do I know it? Oh, that was my specific question, or is that a general question?
You can ask another question. You rolled like a 14.
Yeah.
I generally do 2 questions, unless one of them is just like one wildly specific piece of information.
I guess my search would be like if Greek mythology, like experts, do they believe they know where it was before, or like about
The labyrinth?
the labyrinth? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. According to the myth, it was in Crete.
Okay.
Minos had it built by Daedalus under Crete. Of which he was king.
Victoria kind of looks up from her thing and just says, well, apparently this has been happening for centuries and nobody's put it together, but I mean, I guess I don't blame them, because the time period in which the disappearances have kind of just gone down until it's only been 24 hours this time. But
Well, why would that happen? Did it just become
more impatient?
oh bad at communicating? What's one thing that's gotten easier and easier as time's gone by? Reaching out to people.
Exactly. Oh, maybe it. Oh, that's very smart.
Well,
all right.
so
Okay. What if
What-
we? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I don't think we're pointing out the very obvious thing here. In the story, especially, the Minotaur wasn't the one going out and gathering up these people. Someone else was gathering them up and taking them to the Minotaur. So, if anything, we're not looking for the Minotaur right now. We're looking for whoever captured all the people and took them over.
Right. I think tonight we should go do a little magic around town, see what we can see. Who's taking these people?
And how they're gathering them. And why is it taking a far less time nowadays than it used to?
Oh my gods. What if they're using Tinder?
I mean, a dating application would be a rather quick way to go about it.
They're looking for attractive people, right? Like in shape?
Well, again, the myth said it was the finest 7
Exactly.
ladies and gents and etc.
Or Bumble.
Or maybe they just told them they won an award or something.
True.
Send them out a spam email or something, and then
All right. Here's my idea. Tonight we go out and scry in these areas and see where we can see where they disappeared from. Boys, can you look into Crete and see if you can figure out if if it's there? Because if we have to travel there, that's gonna be a big thing.
I mean, I
Or-
can just go to Crete if there's.
I know, so can I, but they can't.
Can't you bring them with you?
I guess now that I'm healed, but last time you tried to bring someone with you, you threw them into the sun?
Well, yeah, but I'm bad at it. Are you also bad at it?
No.
Well, there you go.
I think I don't plan on going to the Grecian
there's-
Isles anytime soon, unless it's first class.
And
So,
there's no
you know,
proof that I threw them into the sun. Okay, that was pure
there's no proof that
speculation.
you didn't throw them into the sun. They've disappeared, and we have no idea where they are.
Not how proof works, but okay.
Oh, well, talk to the professor about that one.
How about the folks that know how to do that, and the folks that don't will make themselves useful elsewhere.
I was about to say, Magic and I, we don't really get along. I'm better with the fun things here on the ground, books and research and things like that. So maybe you two can do the magic part, and the professor and I will continue to do some research.
Great.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. Great. I'd hope to figure more out about it if I was going to the beach, not a deadly labyrinth. All right, well, let's go. We have our orders.
Okay. Plan made. You'd prepare to split up. Two of you getting ready to go half a world away. That seems like an excellent place to take a break. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us so far. Thanks to our two raiding parties. We're so glad that you have joined us today. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. We're just going to take a quick break, refresh our snacks and our drinks and ourselves, and we'll come back to see what happens next. So stick around. And welcome back, Internet.
I really hope the stream got that.
I really
it was
hope
like
that came through.
right on the buzzer. Anyone that was
Chat,
watching,
confirm
please
if
tell
you-
me. Confirm whether you heard that
Confirm whether that
horrific noise that LB just made.
happened on stream. Hi, everybody. We're back, and we're going to pick back up where we left off. Thanks for sticking around with us. We're happy to see you again. So we have a plan. We're gonna split up. Victoria and Hector are gonna do some traveling, and Hinks and Isabel stay behind, do some more research. Let's get research crew first, so you all know what information you're working with. Is there anything else you would like to look into?
Want to actually do some research on these people, I guess, to see if there's some connection, like what led them to be there so that they were all taken at once, something along those lines. Yeah, just do a little look-see at the people that got took.
14 summer vacationers. They
Oh
thought
my-
they were going
For
to
some
Greece.
reason, they're all orthodontists. I don't understand.
Okay, yeah,
The
go ahead
Minotaur
and
is just in desperate need of
Yes,
braces.
dude, I got this tooth, man.
they're
You gotta
so
get it
bad.
for
Oh,
me.
you gotta
Poor
help me.
thing. Oh, sorry.
I mean, all it eats is red meat, so what a
That's
what a
the
strange.
stinger on the mystery. I swear to God, we have to quit after this because
What a
it's never gonna get better.
Yeah, what a weird thing I've just said. Go ahead and roll to
no.
investigate. Oh my God, chat says Ariadne's thread is just
It's
dental
dental
floss. I'm
floss,
losing my
yes.
fucking mind.
No.
Yes.
Y'all are so funny. Roll to investigate. Please.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Before I derail my own show again.
Hey, it's yours to do
It's
with
my
what you
favorite
please.
thing to do.
10.
Okay, couple of questions,
Alrighty.
or one very specific one.
What is the connection between these 14 people? Sorry,
Hard to say.
got a little excited.
Mason was momentarily possessed.
Apologize. I don't know. Was that Macho Man Randy Savage? I don't know. Who knows?
I think it was a little Macho Man Randy Savage. That's okay. He's always welcome here, unless he's a bad person or has done some terrible things. In which, fuck off, Randy.
Exactly.
Your move. I don't know what's happening.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Sorry, on Fridays we talk about Macho Man Randy Savage a lot, so join us for Neon Souls. So you look into all these people, public records, things like that. There are connections between some of them. There's a brother and sister pair named Sean and Felicity Moss, who are students at the university. There are a couple of students in there. They're mostly townies or people of differing ages. They all seem to fall in the range between the early 20s to late 30s, for the most part. The other pair that's directly connected is a married couple named Alexandra and Kelly Mason. And looking at them, Hink's Kelly Mason is the photo that Hector had picked out previously. So once again, tan skin, brown hair.
That seems to be the only thing connecting them, really. But why a married couple?
Same place, same time, easy pickings. Presumably
Perhaps.
they were found together.
Presumably. I mean, yes, the brother and sister, I understand. They're related after all, what, by blood, and... It's just odd.
You can ask a second question if you wish.
Okay.
Either from the list or if there is someone you want to specifically look into.
Well, I guess if Hanks mentions the whole Kelly Mason thing. Hanks.
I mean, I know what you said. I don't know if anyone else knows what just happened.
Does Hanks mention the fact that Phobos pointed Ms. Mason out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I thought I
muttered gibberish. Please don't
yeah, I would have said it earlier. I thought I did, but
No, it's okay.
everybody
I'm
might
sure you
not
did
have
at
been
some
there.
Let's look into Ms. Kelly Mason then. What's her deal?
Her deal. Kelly Mason is around the age of 31. She has not always lived in Cedar Grove. She was actually adopted at a young age by a family here. Before she married Alexandra Mason, she was Kelly Danson. Till about 4 years ago.
Is she Mutt's relation?
It's Mutt Danson's sister. She was adopted around the age of 4. I've already said this. Why are you all looking at me like that?
How dare you mess up
Don't you
Mutt's
dare
life like
put
this?
Mutt through anything like this.
I
Poor
am Mutt.
You're a monster.
So yes, up until 4 years ago, she was Kelly Danson. Before that, she had a different name, but she was
Where was
adopted.
she adopted from?
She was adopted from. Hold, please. To search my notes because there are too many of them. Come on. She was adopted from overseas, the city of Heraklion. Which is the capital of Crete.
Sid has a thing, but Sally was the one who was there, not Isabel. It makes me think of what's her face was taking care of orphanages and shit, but I don't know that.
Yes, exactly what I was thinking.
The Nephilim that had the thing, the
Oh.
order.
Oh,
she-
Demi.
Demi, yeah, she took care of orphans and for purposes.
Did she now?
Yeah, yeah,
Took
she did.
care of or like took care
No,
of?
took care of. Like she
Funded.
like funded orphanages.
Funded orphanages or funded orphanages?
Why did I know you were gonna do that?
Because I'm predictable.
I have it in my notes.
Notes or no, I'm done.
Who was
Yes.
there for that?
Roll it right there.
The
Hector?
monster prom thing.
Hector.
Right, that was Abby.
Hector was
Yeah.
there. That was Abby and Ajax were there. That was when Travis did his famous wind impression.
Yeah.
And
So Hector's
Sally.
the only one that was there for.
Hector's the only one of you.
Hector's going to be responsible for remembering this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rip.
It's almost like I do
R.I.P.
some things
there,
on
Kelly.
purpose.
Well, she's from Crete. That has to mean something.
Well, it could be. Do all. Was it said that all of them have ancestry that links them there, or no?
No, most of them are from the surrounding area.
Yeah, but like nationality wise, is there a pattern?
No, not really.
Okay.
But if it's playing out like the myth, well, that's what happened. It was 7 and 7, but one of them was Theseus, who was a demi-celestial or whatever.
Nephilim.
Demolestial.
What did you say, Val?
Nephilim. That's what I am. It's a Nephilim.
Right, a Nephilim. So perhaps this young lady is also a Nephilim.
Right, which would explain her link potentially to Deimos. Interesting.
But it would also follow the pattern. I bet if we went back and we looked at some of these others, if we looked into all the people that got taken, probably at least one of them had some
Nephilim's among them.
connection.
Ah.
Yes.
I have a question. If he's taken the fittest and most, strong, why didn't they take Hector?
He's standing right there. Jeez.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's.
Oh,
The
why didn't they
strongest
take me?
Oh Lord.
I'm just gonna.
Can I
point
see the
out
pictures
that
of these
It
people?
was the cheat.
real quick GM intrusion. I'm just gonna say the taking the fittest thing is some shit that y'all made up.
Yeah, it is.
Because I never said
we
that.
told him.
Just to clarify.
We told him.
Hector starts looking
No,
through
no,
the.
Savvy specifically said, "Roll the clip."
Hector starts looking through the photos and said, "Okay, then we have that part wrong because there's no way. Yeah, you're just making
Well,
that
again,
up."
the,
Like,
the myths are a little
This has,
wibbly wobbly,
this has
but
Thor Ragnarok's strongest Avenger energy.
They are all young, relatively attractive people. Just we'll follow that thread.
But they're not stronger than me, so.
No, Mr. Adonis, I don't believe they are. But maybe it has something to do. Do you think we could look at more information into this young lady's adoption, wherever she stayed beforehand? Perhaps they might have more information, or maybe all of the Nephilim in the past several years have come from the same place, a home or an orphanage or something like that.
So if we find where she came from, and then see if other people that came from that same area have gone missing.
Exactly.
See if maybe the other 13 were just sort of smokescreen for taking her.
For the one.
I could talk to Mutt, unless it's public record which orphanage she was at. God, he must be in pieces right now.
That poor young man.
Did it say which orphanage?
Did it say which orphanage?
Yeah, that's public record. Let me. Dang it. My notes don't want to cooperate at all today. But yeah, you can look that up. It is fairly easy to find. I don't think I actually gave the orphanage a name. But you can find it. You can look into it. And you can see who established it. Demetra Antina.
What name did you just say?
Dimitri Antonov?
Do you have a photo?
I can look.
Ex-lover of yours?
Something like that.
Oh, this isn't personal, is it?
Can I see the photo, please?
Yeah.
Is it her?
It's her.
Hector starts cursing in Greek, and just like goes,
Okay,
just,
okay, there you go.
yeah,
Really
and
bad
just
one.
starts like just storms out of the room, like throws throws whatever you handed that to him on, he tosses it in the air.
That is a new iPhone. Oh, Lord.
Oh, they're all glass. That thing shatters.
And there's probably like a very strong thud from the other room, and the sound of plaster or stone or whatever the walls of the are made out of.
Shit, need to take out a new insurance policy just to having y'all in here.
No.
Sorry, I'll fix it.
Do you mind explaining to us why you are destroying my property?
Comes back in. Before you came back, pointing to Victoria, and before the professor even showed up. He says there was a case. Was the first one I worked on with the team, I think. There was a group of non-humans, paranormal types that were meeting at a bookstore, underneath a bookstore downtown. And they were being led, or this group was organized by somebody named Demi. That Demi. She's a Nephilim, like me. Actually the daughter of Artemis.
Oh.
One of my sworn enemies.
Oh.
My mother's sworn enemies, so mine by relation. And then we did a whole thing, and we talked, and we were going to capture her, then that fucking masked... God... Sorry. Ajax... let her go.
The abs guy?
VHX?
The
Oh.
child that made a terrible decision and let her go.
No, he's Abby's boyfriend.
Oh,
Not, as far as I'm aware, he's not a god or godlin or, sorry, whatever.
He made a decision without consulting the rest of us.
so he let this
Mhm.
Nephilim go.
I tried to track her down afterwards. Couldn't find her.
If she established this place, do you think she's responsible for this young lady and these other 13 people going missing?
I don't know, but I know some people that might have some ideas about it. One of the members of this club, this group, was a Gorgon named she went by Cersei. I think her name was Annabelle.
Like the dragon lady? No, that's the other one. She's the queen who had the thing with her brother, right?
It was Annabelle. Annabelle was the Gorgon. You're right.
So, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't fought a dragon before, but anyway,
Right.
I can try to find her.
Why don't we
Let's see.
see if it's her first? Why don't we go to a location and see if we can look into the past and see what's kidnapping these people before we start pulling on threads?
I mean, if we have a way of doing that, that'd be wonderful. Do we have a way of doing that?
I can cast a magic spell that'll allow me to see in the past.
Oh! Well, why'd you say so? Let's go!
That's how I take most of my notes, actually. All right.
I think we can do both at once. Save time. These people are in danger and potentially being fed to a creature. If you do that, I'll go ahead and look in. I don't want to take the rest of you to this place anyway. It's sort of secret.
Oh.
So.
All
I
right.
understand having sauces. That's fine.
It's just not really meant for people like you.
Non-magical salts.
Humans, yes.
All right. Well, then why don't I go with Victoria to see what we can see, and or do you want to take Victoria to the magical person?
No, like I said, I wouldn't feel comfortable bringing a human that she didn't know.
Are you going to see an oracle?
No.
All right. Just making sure.
So you're gonna go alone?
Hmm. I mean, the only people that knew about this aren't here anymore, so.
They're dead?
One of them is, but no, I believe Abby and
Oh, right,
Travis and
Mhm.
yeah.
About that, I thought you were talking about the thing you're gonna go do. Okay, well, yeah, we'll go do that, and then you go do your thing. We'll meet back. Meet back here. And Hinks, do you want to come with us, or?
I'm sorry. I hate to insist. Perhaps don't take anyone inside with you, but given that apparently there's some Nephilims just disappearing, perhaps someone should at least accompany you there and then wait for you before, just to be on the safe side. Or am I just being a mother hen? Sorry.
I think it's
When
fine.
you say
I can-
not suited for humans, what are we talking? Will I die?
I mean, they don't trust humans.
Oh.
I think if he has to go alone, it's fine. Hanks, you can hang out with us if you want.
Alright. Just want to make sure. Well, let's go. We have some people to save.
Cool. Victoria would like to go to one of the locations where someone was taken from or disappeared around and see if I can see who snagged them.
Okay. Who's going with Victoria? Isabel?
Hinky?
Now I am scared that Hector needs back.
I know. I just someone can like just wait outside in the maybe in the Winnie and
Hector's
if
angry.
there's somewhere that I can safely wait without jeopardizing what you're doing, I think that would probably be wise.
How does the doctor or how does Hanks sort of approach this? Does he just say that?
don't tell him he's weak.
Well, so my question is, so you're wanting to meet up with Annabelle.
Uh-huh.
Where are you going?
I was gonna meet up with her at the I mean, it's not a secret place. I was gonna meet up with her at Black Magic.
At the coffee shop.
But I don't want
Okay.
them to know that that's a place that.
Okay. I didn't know if you were gonna do that or the bookstore.
Well, if I knew that they were still meeting at the bookstore, I would go there. But
Well, I mean,
If
no, I don't blend in. I was gonna say I could just patronize Black Magic, but I would literally be wearing a lab coat and goggles.
I think if Hanks,
I mean, you're perfectly within your rights to stalk Hector and sit outside a coffee shop.
Oh
with
yeah,
him.
no, I probably would do that then. If it's like a public meetup place, then
Yeah.
yes, I am absolutely going there.
Okay.
No questions.
So you don't have to convince him because you're just gonna do it. All right. So Victoria and Isabel headed downtown. Hector headed to a meeting. Hanks, you're gonna follow. Got it. Let's follow Hector first, and then we'll go downtown.
Yeah, I think what Hector does is because he knows the person who runs the coffee shop. So he gives Sabrina a call.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, it's me.
Hi, Hector.
Have you seen Annabelle around the shop today?
Not today. She came in yesterday.
Do you think
Is everything okay?
No. There's some people that have gone missing around town. Did you see the news this morning? We think it might be related to Demi.
Oh. Is she back?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is Annabelle okay?
Hopefully. I don't know if she's involved in this in any way or if she'd know about it, but I wanted to talk to her because she knew Demi a lot better than anyone else.
Okay.
If you could just if you could send her a text or have her meet me there, I'll be over there in about 45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call her.
Okay. Just stay safe, okay? I don't know if this is related to who she's hunting down or for what, or even if this is her, but I just don't want her to come after you.
I'll be careful.
Okay.
Are you gonna come home for dinner?
I'll be around. It might be late, but I'll text you and let you know when I'm heading back.
That's okay.
All right.
I'll see you later.
Yep. I'll see you in a little bit, Bree.
Okay.
Thanks.
Alrighty. You. Sorry. Healthy just my face.
They didn't say I love you. It's fine.
Oh, did you want to do that part? I don't even say goodbye on the phone.
They're past that point of the relationship of
just
saying that every
know.
time.
I tell Matt every morning, I'm like, we say I love you because I don't know if I'm going to get hit by a bus right out there, so you say it.
Yeah. And the reason why it takes Hector 45 minutes to get there is because the next 45 minutes are spent with him, like, just fuming, and just continuing to mutter under his breath about next time he sees that masked little shit, he's gonna punch him in his stupid face.
Okay. So
Words.
you. Sorry, we just got another NPC name redemption. Thanks, RJ.
Speak of the devil.
Putting him on the list. We were just talking about you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, I'm coming for you, RJ. I'm coming for you.
You make your way to the coffee shop, Black Magic, downtown. And you see as you walk in a familiar face sitting at a small table nearby with two chairs across from each other. You see a young woman. She's tan skin and a large head of hair that looks like braids that are sort of pulled back in a big wrap, like headband, and these like bright green eyes sitting at the table with a coffee. It's Annabelle.
Having calmed down, Hector comes in and probably has a short, if Sabrina's still working, like gets his usual like short little conversation, gonna go sit over here, and then sits with Annabelle and says, "Hey, thanks for
Hi.
coming to meet with me."
Yeah, it's been a while. How are you?
Good. How are you and the others adjusting?
Good. Mostly. Spooky Joe is kind of all over the place, but what else is new, right?
God damn, I forgot Spooky Joe was the name of an NPC.
Absolute
Still
legend.
insisting that we call him Spooky
Love
Joe,
Spooky
so
Joe.
I mean, who might argue it's his name? And he is kind of spooky.
Right. Well, as long as he's doing well. I haven't heard as many complaints about hauntings downtown recently, so I assume he's keeping a low profile.
Oh yeah, he actually went up to Marietta for a while.
Oh, that explains a couple of things. Yeah, okay. Just as long as he's keeping on the up and up, Casper,
He's
not
harmless.
Poltergeist, right? I was wanted to talk to you about Demi.
Okay.
Have you heard from her?
No, not since everything happened and she left.
How much did you know about what she was planning? Like, did she have a next step?
Not much. She kept a lot of things to herself. At the time, obviously, we didn't know that. She was kind of big on compartmentalization, so a lot of us knew a little bit.
How long were you with Demi?
Back almost 3 years.
Okay. Did you meet here in Cedar Grove?
Yeah.
Sorry. The reason why I'm going through this is, I assume you heard about the disappearances yesterday.
You think she had something to do with it?
Maybe.
It's not hard to see the connection. Golden thread.
Right. Apparently. We've done some research on it, and we think that she may have been capturing, well, she or someone else was kidnapping people and sacrificing them to this creature,
Why
potentially.
would she do something like that?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hector, that just doesn't make any sense.
Why?
I know Demi had some problems. The way she did things, I mean, especially I guess in the last few years, wasn't exactly nice. But she's not a bad person. Just caught up in her own skewed mission, but she's always tried to help people. It doesn't make sense to me. What would she have to gain by sacrificing people?
I don't know. One of the people that was taken grew up at the orphanage that she owned in Greece.
Then it makes even less sense.
Well,
She created places like that to take care of people like us.
was everyone at those orphanages like us, not human?
No. As far as I know, not all of them, but when she had the chance to take people like us in, she would, no question.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me either, but if somebody, whoever's doing this, is likely a Nephilim. And there just aren't that many of us. It's a little too much of a coincidence for me to think she's not involved.
Yeah.
The orphanage that she sponsored was in Crete. The connection there being a little too on the nose.
The Minotauros.
I guess this might be insensitive for me to ask, but I don't know how long you've been around for. Longer than Demi, or
well, not longer than Demi. Probably. Oh gosh, I stopped counting after a while. I think I'm 73.
Okay. You wouldn't have any additional knowledge about this creature or that then, other than history and superstition.
There's a lot of stories. A couple of artifacts that pop up in them. As far as I know, at least Ariadne's string is real. Allegedly, it's got some kind of magic imbued into it. Magic's not really my forte. More of a science kind of gal. But I mean, it could be something. It could explain why, if the Theseus story really happened, how he was able to get all those people out.
Why do you say that?
Well, supposedly it's got some kind of transporting magic in it. The story goes that Ariadne gave Theseus the thread. He tied it off at the beginning of the labyrinth and left it as a trail so he could find his way out. But both on the magic side and on the science side, teleportation is not only possible, but some people can do it. I mean, I know you can.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it was the literal thread connecting 2 points. Does that make sense?
So if somebody tied off this thread in one place and then used this thread on unsuspecting people around town, they could teleport them as a group. to another location.
The best thing I can think of.
Do you know
They
how
had to
far
need the thread for something.
Do you know how far they'd be able to take somebody with that?
I don't know. How far can your wings take you?
Anywhere.
I guess with enough string.
Okay. Have you heard anything around town that might give me an idea of where these people might be kept?
No. I know they said on the news that the police were talking to the families and didn't release a lot of information, but said they didn't really find any reason that they would have gone missing. Nobody that was running away or in crisis or anything like that. I mean, if it's real, every legend has a little bit of truth to it. If the labyrinth is real, then there's no reason it would be here.
That's what we were worried about.
It's probably in Crete.
Okay. I don't know if whoever this is, Demi or not, they at least went after one potential non-human. They
Do
may
you
be
know what
going
her
after
lineage
more.
is?
She's a relative of mine.
Oh.
Potentially Nephilim, though. Can't be certain.
Sorry, I wish I could be more help.
It's fine. Tell the others to be safe. Just keep an eye out. If she's back in town, she may approach somebody. And if you hear anything from her, tell me, okay? You have my number.
Yeah. I'll call Monica. We'll get everyone together.
All right. I have some other people that I'm working with that weren't around last time.
Hunters?
Kind of. I don't think any of them would use that word. If I ask them to look in on you, I promise they're good people, like the others that you met. They're not
You
going to
can
hurt
give them my number if you want.
Okay.
If they're like your other friends, they're okay.
All right.
How are they, by the way? Abby and everybody.
They're good. I don't know if you heard about Sal.
Yeah, I saw it in the paper.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's okay, though. The others.
Good.
I'm glad to see you're all adjusting.
Doing our best.
Yeah. I'll leave you to your coffee. I have a flight to catch.
Okay. Call us if you need us.
I will. Hector says goodbye and says goodbye to Sabrina as well, and heads out and is going to. We talked about this at the break, but hasn't actually been to Crete, but has been nearby in the Greek Isles. Teleports as close as he can get.
Okay. Teleport.
Hanks is just sitting in the Winnebago, like waiting for the coffee that he asked Hector to get him.
Oh, it's Hector.
No,
well, that's the thing.
no,
Did you stalk him there? Okay.
You walk out of the
He's like-
coffee shop and the Winnebago is parked across the street.
Then I think it's funnier than if Hector just steps out
Yeah, just
uh,
VoIP
and
out.
and just calls out like, "I'll be right back," and just gone.
Just disappears.
Like
Flap of wings.
just a coffee. It's not hard.
Okay, you teleport away. I'll say you land in. Y'all got me like pulling up maps and shit now. I'll say you land. The closest spot you probably know is Athens.
Okay.
So Athens is sort of at the bottom of the Greek peninsula,
Mm-hmm.
and then Crete is the island, the largest island that is like directly south.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
everyone. He would just go there and then catch a ferry.
It's fine. Easy enough. You take a ferry to
Or taxi. I don't know what they call them in Greece, but
something in Greek, I presume. I'm going to say ferry.
okay.
River
T-
fairies.
to Heraklion, which is the capital of Crete.
Okay.
And we'll leave Hector there for now. Hinks, do you go in and get your own coffee? Or do you just
No.
leave? All right. You can, however, meet up with the downtown squad because you're downtown. If you would like. Isabel and Victoria, you make your way downtown. And you do see, as you drive by, Professor Hinks's Winnebago parked across the street from a coffee shop.
The scene from Umbrella Academy.
Just drive by each other. Yep.
I love it.
Would you make your way downtown?
Fucking
Mhm.
fast.
Thank you. All right.
Okay. We go to one of the spots.
Is there a specific spot that you're looking for, or just one of them?
One that's out of the way. So that
Okay.
if I'm doing magic, it's not like super obvious.
Yeah, like not on the middle of the main square or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say off, sort of right on the edge of downtown. There's like there's a park, and sort of around the edges of the park there are these small, purposely placed like groves of cedar trees. So you can kind of get in. I mean, you're still downtown, but you can at least be blocked a little bit from like the main road and stuff. And you want to do some magic?
Yes, please.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me to use magic.
All right. Getting weird. Oh, it's an 11.
It's an 11. All right. The magic works without issue. Choose your effect, which I assume is to observe another time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get some magic music. What's some good magic music? I like it. What does it look like when you cast a spell?
I'm sorry.
What does it look like when you cast the spell?
I think Victoria kind of sits down with her back to the busiest area, and she probably does a sacrifice of blood, but as she does, she kind of, it pulls off and looks like a piece of red string, and then she kind of like weaves it together on her fingers to like kind of peer through.
Okay. You look through this the opening, this woven string that you've created, like a lens, and you see the past. You look through, a lot of it is pretty innocuous. You travel back over 24 hours, and then essentially, because you are in good control of the magic, are able to essentially hit the 30-second skip button.
Yeah.
And kind of fly through, watching lots of people walking back and forth, kids that have lost a frisbee in the grove and are hunting for it. And you stop eventually sometime around, let's see, let's say like in the evening, probably around like 8 p.m. The day that people started to go missing. And you see a couple, two women, that you recognize from the photo, sort of holding hands, walking through the park. The Masons, Kelly and Alexandra, walking through, just talking, laughing, probably, I don't know, maybe just coming from dinner or something. And they sort of stop in this corner of the park, lean up against trees, just talking, having a calm evening. And then you see Kelly, who is facing the grove. This is Mutt's sister. Suddenly, like, start and look up. And she says something to Alexandra. They both turn and look at the trees, and you can see appearing across some of the branches this piece of golden thread. And it kind of starts to snake its way around one of the branches, and the end of it sort of hangs down in front of them. They look confused, a little shocked, but a little odd, and you can see them like talking between themselves, probably trying to figure out what in the hell is going on. And you see Kelly reach out and grab the end of it, and then they both disappear. You watch for a bit. About an hour after this, someone else approaches the tree, frantically, almost looking upset, a little frightened, and you see her sort of reach the tree, and a look of anger and frustration crosses her face, and you can see her probably cursing under her breath as she sees the thread, reaches out to grab it, and nothing happens. She looks younger, probably late 20s. Her olive skin, prominent features, dark hair. You've seen her photo once. It's the same person that Isabel found, who was the establisher of the orphanage that Mutt's sister came from. She curses under her breath, pulls a piece of the thread out of the tree, wraps it up, sticks it in her pocket, and leaves. And that's what you see.
Okay. Victoria comes out of this, and the thread took them. It wasn't a person, it was the thread.
But how did the thread get there?
It just appeared. It kind of snaked its way down.
Interesting.
I have to tell Hector. Because afterwards, that girl from the orphanage,
The next
she
one.
showed up. Yeah. And she seemed upset, like she wanted to go there too. Like, I mean, I don't know. I can't read people's thoughts when I'm in this sometimes, but she seemed like she was upset that she couldn't go.
Yeah. I think we should let Hector know what's going on.
All right. Hey, Hector, can I come to you real quick?
I don't know if like data rates texting across. I don't know if it gets through where he's at right now.
I'll say it does.
Okay. gets a text back and says, sure, just be careful coming in. Ground's a little uneven.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys. What are you gonna do in the meantime?
Would you like to get something to eat?
Thanks.
Inks is being assaulted.
Oh my god, that cat creature!
She decided it was time.
Kings has stopped
Aw.
halfway through the park and is examining and talking to a cat.
Yes. Small.
We'll
fuzzy
figure
creature.
something out. Don't you worry. Just come find us when you're done. Maybe text me first so I don't have palpitations.
You got it, ma'am.
All right.
Blink.
You teleport to Hector. You land
do.
on the deck of a ferry boat in the middle
Ha!
of some crystal clear blue water. An island coming up quickly with low stone buildings and some brown and green hills.
What the hell? Are we in the Mediterranean?
And much later in the day, I assume it's like, what time was it in Cedar?
No clue.
I believe it's an
Not-
8-hour difference.
Yeah. So if it was like, he goes, "Oh, good eye. Yes."
I was just here, but what are you doing here by yourself?
I was going to check out the orphanage.
Right.
And look for the labyrinth.
Right, which is something we should do together, not just by yourself, okay?
Why?
Because you may be strong, but you're not, indestructible.
Next best thing. I'll be fine.
Right, okay. Well, the person, I looked in on Kelly when they got grabbed, when her and her wife got, or girlfriend, not sure. Anyways, wife, married. The string just kind of snaked its way down itself, and Kelly touched it, and they both disappeared. Then an hour later, the chick, Demi showed up, and she was upset. She tried to go with them, but she couldn't, and she was mad. So she took some of the string, and then did something else. I didn't see where she went.
So Demi was there.
Right, but she seemed more upset that she couldn't go. And she was there like an hour later. It wasn't like she popped out of the shadows.
All right. Well, it's good to know. We're on the same trail then. Might be able to find her.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if Demi cared about her orphans at all, unless it was some sort of elaborate scheme to like actually feed the Minotaur or something like that, she's probably pretty upset that one of them got taken, right?
I'm sure. I mean, it's two different issues. I
Right.
still have to kill Demi. Regardless.
You have to kill her? Why?
It's my mission.
Your mission is to kill Demi?
Well, it's to kill adversaries of my mother.
What has she done to your mom?
She's a daughter of Artemis.
Yeah?
Plus the whole, planning to create a army of supernatural people and kill humans.
Alright, well, guess I can't argue there.
So yeah, I'm still planning on killing her. If her guard is down, even easier.
Alright, but she could help us in this, right?
No. No more
No.
deals with her. I'm not
I'm not
letting her
saying you
go
make a
this
deal
time.
with her. I'm just saying use her until we don't need her anymore.
Doesn't work like that. That's not the way that I work.
So you're just gonna murder someone. I mean, you do you. I'm not gonna try to stop you, but it doesn't make much sense to me. Also, next time I tell you I'm coming to you and you're not in the country, do you mind just like letting me know?
I didn't see what the difference made. Was it more arduous for you because I was further away?
I'm absolutely not dressed for this occasion.
I think you're focusing on the wrong issues.
I don't think you're focusing on the right ones either. So, you know what? It's fine. I guess we're going to check things out. I'll tell everyone else because that's what we do as a group. We keep each other informed. And my boyfriend, let him know that I'm out of the country again. I'll text the group. Hey, so, turns out Hector was, in Greece, so I'm here now. We're going to Crete. It's gonna be great. I'll let you know what's going on as soon as I have any fucking idea what's going on. We'll need to purchase some new clothing while here. It is very warm.
What's funny about this to me is that Hector also gets this text.
Yep. Victoria don't care.
Hector's phone is in the pocket dimension, so he doesn't read
He
it
doesn't.
for
He
like
doesn't check
6
it.
hours anyway.
Well, if you need to use the charge card, go ahead. We'll write it off as research.
Oh, thanks, but I can still use my daddy's money. It's not a big deal.
Whatever works for you.
You could also just go home and get it and then come back. You don't have to.
I can't leave you alone for 5 seconds without you jumping across the ocean. Then she'll text Win and be like, hey, so, randomly, weird enough, I'm in Greece, for a mission, the one that I was telling you about. I don't think I'll be home for dinner, but I have no guarantees, so I will keep you up to date.
You get a text back that just says, all right, more ribs for me. Oh, be safe.
Heart emojis. All right.
Knife emojis.
Knife, heart, knife, heart. Knife, knife, heart, heart.
Wins
right,
X's and
Hector.
O's.
Yeah. This is your mission. Let's do it.
Silently standing on the bow of the ship, staring out over the calm waters as we approach the island.
God, the drama is palpable.
Victoria's rolling her eyes in the background, just like arms crossed.
So, real quick. Hey, Hinks and Isabel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go get some food, I guess, at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
we're just
Go
waiting
get dinner.
around. Like, we're gonna get dinner. Like,
Okay. You go and have a nice dinner.
so where did you go to school, Professor?
Rob's Googling things.
Google. Phoenix University.
Rob, please roll to investigate a mystery to see where Hinks went to
I
school.
honestly have I was not prepared.
Sorry, I didn't mean to spring that on you.
It's okay.
Yeah, someone tell me, the chat brings up a good point. Someone tell Win that his best friend's sister is missing.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean,
I'm sure his best friend did.
If
I was gonna
Win,
say.
yeah, exactly.
True.
You would actually, Win would probably know.
Yeah. Win knew about this like hours before the rest of the group did.
That makes sense.
Told no one.
Could have saved so much time.
but you didn't, and here we are.
You're playing win right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Your win.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for upholding the character choices that I would have made, though.
What? I didn't know it was related.
Hinks went to Stanford.
Stanford.
Taking the easy way out.
Oh, well. What did you major in? I'm sorry. I
don't
thought
have-
these would be simple questions.
I don't
I'm
have
sorry.
improv brain today.
You're talking to a fake professor.
Really struggling right now. Well, no, I think he definitely studied in like biology and whatnot. Yeah, and I think I've said that before. I don't remember like, but yeah, his focus was definitely biology and etc.
Did you enjoy your time there?
Yes. It's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have an awkward dinner? The food's good. Conversation not so much. But you learned the Hinks went to Stanford. So that's something.
It's impressive.
Greece. We go now to Greece. Hector and Victoria, you step off the ferry. I guess if it's dinner time in Georgia.
It's like 2 a.m.
It's like 2 a.m. in Greece.
Yeah.
The stars sparkling above you. The water sparkling below. You step off the ferry onto the rocky shores of Crete. What are you doing?
There was a moment
Please.
in my head that I was going to continue what you were saying. You said something about stars. I was like, the stars at night are big and bright. I'm done. Can we just end the session here?
No, I want to know what you're doing in Greece.
I also want to know what we're doing in
What the
Greece.
fuck are you doing?
Hector's going to the orphanage.
The orphanage.
The orphanage.
Okay, at 2 a.m.
Well, yeah, I didn't think that far ahead.
Y'all,
Excuse
believe
me.
me, it's open. All right, people.
But now that he's been
small
here,
children hang out in like arcades until 3 a.m. in Greece. It's a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
but the thing is, now he's dropped his geotag here. He can just pop back whenever he wants. So that was all he's trying to do is drop a waypoint.
Okay. So you're gonna seek out the orphanage?
Yes.
Do you just
Hector?
discover a map marker in Greece and all right, I can fast
A
travel
fast
here
travel point.
anytime I want.
That's how Hector
You
uses
bought
ability.
you bought the carriage from Whiterun to Solitude just,
Just
so you
so
could
you
fast
fast-
travel to Solitude.
Hector goes running off into the
You
city, in which
son
there
of
is
a
like a
bitch.
towering obelisk in the center, and he finds perfect handholds that are just arm's length apart, climbs all the way to the top, and then crouches on top of it, and there's a pulse of energy, and now you can see all of the points of interest in Heraklion, and he can fast travel here.
Hector
Yes, please.
swan dives into a bale of hay.
This game is Assassin's Creed Odyssey now, and I'm not taking it back. Because last week, Val definitely asked me if I meant to make, shit, I already
Deimos?
forgot her name, Kelly, look like Cassandra from that game. And I was like, no, but I guess it's permeated my brain that much.
Y'all, most Greek people are very tan, olive skin, dark hair. It's just
She looks
a
like
thing. It's
Cassandra
just
from
a thing.
Assassin's Creed, and I'm not taking it back. What are you? You're going to an orphanage at 2 a.m.
Well, he wants to go around here, and then he wants to look for the fucking labyrinth, Savannah. I don't know.
Okay,
How do you look
how-
for a labyrinth in Crete?
I don't know, Hector. How do you look for a labyrinth in Crete?
I like to
Victoria
roll
also
to
doesn't
investigate a mystery.
We could stop and ask for directions. You told I know where I'm going. All right, I know where I'm going.
But Hector, you've literally never been here before.
No, I'll figure it out. It's a
Maybe that's
labyrinth.
what
How
you
hard
were
can it be
gonna
to find?
It's
Please roll to investigate a mystery.
Oh, damn
you
it.
do understand we cannot go to an orphanage at 2 in the morning, right?
Why not? It's like getting married in Vegas. You just go in and you adopt a kid on the fly.
Yeah, it's not like orphanages close.
Yeah,
But
kids
they
are
don't have,
still
like,
to the
orphans.
public.
Business
They don't
hours.
put all the
2
kids
LP.
away in the shelves and
We have devolved. We have devolved.
What
I don't
did
even know
you
what's
roll?
happening anymore.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, one question.
Where's the labyrinth?
You don't know?
No, what in reality though, like Hector would like ask if anyone who was out and stuff, being like, you know, and Hector is fluent in Greek, but
Yes.
clearly doesn't like look like he's from around here. Doesn't really look very Greek, with the blonde hair. But he would just ask, like, you know, I'm a tourist, I'm visiting, I wanted to see if, like, anything related to the labyrinth. I've read the stories. I wanted to see if there are any like markers here, any like tourist spots that I could go to. Like, where would be the place to see that?
You approach an old shop, a man in the city center who has a food cart. He's ancient looking, very, very old Greek man who kind of squints at you when you mention the labyrinth,
Papu? Sorry.
and kind of cocks an eyebrow. You're looking for the labyrinth.
Yes.
Why?
Everybody's heard the stories, obviously, movies, that sort of thing. I figured there might be a spot here where you can go and see where the myth got started.
You are either very dumb or you are lying.
Why not both?
I was gonna say, can it be both?
Fair. I like you. Why do you seek the labyrinth?
Fine. There's some people that went missing. I think it might be related to the stories, and whoever took them might have brought them there. I know, sounds nuts, but
So you believe in the Minotauros?
yes, it wouldn't be the strangest thing that I've come across.
What is your name?
Hector.
Hector. What is your name? You, Grumpy.
I don't speak Greek.
In English. What is your name? You don't
Tori.
have to yell. I'm old, I'm not deaf.
Oh, I don't know. Tori.
Tori. Hector. You seek the Minotauros.
Yes.
I will show you.
What kind of read am I getting from this?
This is
guy?
gonna be a gift shop. He's gonna take us to a
I
gift
know.
shop.
I know.
He is
I really want the labyrinth to be a kid.
at
I
least
sell
a-
hand-carved minotaurs.
Wait,
may
is,
find
okay,
uh,
sorry, even better. There's a show. There's a double feature of Labyrinth and Dark Crystal at the theater down the
I run a drive-in movie theater.
You like movies? I have movies.
A big screen, popcorn, sea breeze. It's lovely.
We're also
Love-
straddling a line between Dracula and Greek right now, so I
I
just
had
want
a
to make
Greek
sure we.
accent at one point, but then it always sort of turned into Dracula.
It happens. It's okay.
You will follow me.
God damn.
I will
I'm
take you
so
where you need to
broken
go.
by this episode.
You will follow me.
Yes.
I will take you where you need to go.
What am I getting from this brain?
He is at least 100 years old.
Oh my god.
But spry, a little crotchety, and 100% believes that the labyrinth and the Minotaur are real.
All right,
And
dude.
smells of seafood because of his food cart.
All right, cool. I'll follow.
So,
Begrudgingly, but I will follow.
Hector and Tori. You're not Greek.
No, I'm Italian.
I know. Why do you seek this? You say people disappeared? He's pushing his cart along.
Yes, there were 14 people that are missing. And we think that they were... Whoever took it at least believes in this creature and might be using them as sacrifices.
They should believe it's real.
Why do you say that?
I know.
How?
I've seen it.
Have you? Well, I assume you're bringing us to where you saw the creature.
Yes. You asked for labyrinth? Old Clambake will take you to labyrinth.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Well, I have a lot of them, but because of the carts, the children, they call me Clambake.
Right.
Bake. Right. So you just happened upon this labyrinth at some point?
Oh no, I went looking.
Oh, I see. Is it you're taking us to the entrance?
Sort of.
Okay. All right. You do know it's 2 a.m. Why are there so many people out?
This is Greece. Where you are from, Hector and Tori?
Originally, Louisiana.
Huh.
The United States.
Georgia. The
state?
The state, not the
Yes.
country.
Our traditions are a little different from yours. Come on. Clambake will take you to the Minotauros.
Leans over to Hector. Don't you think it's a little weird that like one of the first people we talk to knows exactly where it is?
No, things just like that just happen around me.
Would you like a skewer? 5 drachma?
What is it?
Clam.
Do you take Visa?
Yeah, I have a square. Hold on. Pulls out a knife. How many?
4.
You will want more. Swipes your card.
That
Fancy
seems so
system.
accurate.
Are you
Some
hungry? Oh no,
skewers.
thank you. I just say, okay, I make you something.
Yeah.
Clambake has plenty more where that came from. Now, come on. We go.
I love clam bake.
And I think
Writing
that's
him down.
where we're going to end for today.
No.
Big ups and a big thank you to your friend and mine, G Master, for the NPC name, Clambake.
God damn it, G.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Did not know
I was waiting for
how
that.
I was going to bring that in.
I saw him in the
Went to
chat
Greece.
talking about it.
Didn't plan on
So
that
good.
happening, but here he is.
So good.
Clambake.
Old
my new
clam
favorite.
bake, baby.
Old Clambake.
Clam bake.
So,
Real name is Nick.
Nico?
Starkopoulos.
Starkopoulos.
Hey, Savannah, at what point did this
Hi.
game... Did you lose control of this game? At what point did this game start to hurt you?
About
How long have we been rolling?
47 episodes
Are you-
ago.
You don't think I'm in complete control of what's happening?
At what
I just
point
made
did
up an old Greek
It was when
with a
it was when
seafood cart named
Paul
Clambake.
became a thing.
When did Slay 101 really jump the shark? I think in the second season when they introduced Clambake, who turned out to be a Greek god.
He's just an old man.
The god of
Clam.
fish, clams.
Of
Yeah,
clams.
specifically clams.
It's just Poseidon.
He's just chilling.
old clam bake is Poseidon.
Maybe. You don't know.
I would love that.
I'm
I
in
love
complete
him.
control of this. At the end of the session, the keeper will ask the following questions. I don't even have to pull up the thing anymore. It's just in my brain. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Nah, fam.
No.
Wait.
No.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
I don't think we
so.
did.
No.
I don't think
We did a lot of
actually.
research.
What the
Well-
fuck have we done this episode?
Did-
Lots of research.
By
Fine in season 1, but then like when they got a season 2 reorder, they just started like padding out their seasons, like all the filler episodes. Like, come on, man.
did reversing or putting Hector back to normal save somebody that Hector would have eventually murdered?
I'm gonna have to assume that Phobos was gonna kill some people.
It was only a matter of
Right?
time.
That seems fair.
He was gonna kill.
You're
Yeah, actually,
well
he was
kept
about to
everyone.
stab Victoria
He
when.
was.
Oh, true.
He was. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Things got hanky.
Yeah.
He's got Hanky.
Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Many
Yeah, old clam bake is Poseidon.
Spent
Yeah.
the whole fucking episode learning things about the world. Good
Did
job.
so much research.
I'm so proud of you. You know so much now. Did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
We did. These characters learned all about Demi and Hector's history.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Hector's
true.
mission. Learned a little bit about Hinks.
Oh yeah. He
He went to
Stanford.
Steinford. Did you even know?
No,
Okay.
I honestly.
Dropping
To be honest, I don't know
small
if he
nuggets
knew
about
that.
him every now and again.
So that's 2 XP for everybody.
Woo.
Level up.
This
Wow.
might be my advanced level up.
Same.
Nope, I lied. I have 2 more, and then I get that.
You're not
Is it
even-
on 5 or after 5?
On 5.
On 5.
You have 5. You can level up.
Got it.
Well, yeah.
No. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I meant
After your 5th advancement.
When you can start taking advanced
Oh, I thought you meant
improvements.
XP.
you may-
Sorry,
oh, okay,
yeah.
there it is. Sorry, I'm still not used to where things are on the news.
So it would be your 6th improvement.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstood the question.
No, it's okay. I realized that both were 5.
All right.
Take something from the gumshoe.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
All right. I'm already pushing our time as it is. So, thank you everybody for. Oh, I didn't put the nice music on. There we go. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. If you were here with us live, thank you so much for being here. If you're with us in the future, thanks for being with us on YouTube. Also hit the subscribe button so you know when we post things. We will be back for this show 1 week from today. It is going to be February 28th, the last day of February, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, to see what happens with the crew, and especially Old Clambake, who's my new favorite character that I've just made up. In the meantime, you can check out our schedule below us on our Twitch drop page, as well as pinned to our Twitter and pinned to our Discord, where you can join and talk to us about all kinds of nerdy things, including, but not limited to, the shows that we stream here on Twitch. And if you're in there, you can also join the GGK Worlds server. It is our new 24-hour text-based RP role-playing server. And we're all just traumatizing each other constantly and fishing. It's great. We're doing Humblewood right now. So if you like that kind of thing, come hang out with us and RP with us in our wonderful
Rob, I'm a hedgehog.
humble world.
I'm a hedge.
Yes.
You are a
dude.
hedge.
Frickin' hedges, man.
I'm a fox.
I love them.
It's very fun. We'll be live next after this on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for another Tabletop Tuesdays. Don't know which game we're playing yet, but we're gonna figure it out. We alternate. We play Masks and Land of Eam, the new that is beta testing RPG from the people who made the Rickety Stitch series of graphic novels, and it's cute and adorable. And Masks is really fun. So coming out with this on Tuesday night. I think that's it. Any last words?
Hoppa!
All right. All these people's handles are below their faces, so follow them on the internets, and we will see you next time. But until then, good game and good night, internet.